Hey, Katrina here from Scrappy Horses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I am kicking off a new series on my channel, Art Journaling My Favorite Music. I created this book especially for these layouts of my favorite pieces. Most of them are from the 70s and 80s. So if you enjoy that kind of music and the lyrics, you might enjoy this series. I know we've all done it. We've been sitting around listening to music, and just the images of an art journal page just pop into our head, or a creation for a card, or a wall hanging. I know it happens to a lot of us. So this is going to be a series that's just going to explore my favorite songs and what pops into my head. Some of you symphonic rock genre lovers may be looking at this already knowing what the song is, but I'm going to save that for a little later in the video. Let's start by taking a look at all the goodies I have to put this layout together. I worked in Cricut Design Space and cut a web. I also printed off the piece that has the spade, Ace of Spades. I have a ticket cut with my song lyrics and this adorable little digi stamp of this little clown girl or boy. I also have 3 playing cards and my new journal book, which is brand new. Nothing's been done in it. I have some cream pages, some tan pages, and white pages. And then I have the floral pages on just to line the book. Now, here are some of the embellishments that I think I might use. I'm not sure yet. I kind of map it out in Cricut Design Space, and then I go through and I just pick some different things that I think I might enjoy using. And I'll admit, I got up and grabbed a few more things from my stash as I was creating. I started this page by getting out my big and bossy embossing ink pad, and I'm just tapping around on this spider web cut, and I'm not even caring if I hit it all. Instead, I'm just trying to get some of it, and you'll see that as I put my embossing powder on, I'm not even concerned with getting embossing powder on every bit of it, because I wanted it to look a bit patchy. There really isn't a lot to talk about when it comes to embossing. You basically, once you've put it in your embossing ink, you're going to put the powder over and then you're going to heat it with a heat gun. So I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about the song that I chose. And it is Games People Play by Alan Parsons Project. Now, this song is from the album Turn of a Friendly Card, and the album was released in the late 1980s. It actually peaked at number 16 in March of '81. Now, my understanding is it was written by Alan Parsons and Eric Woolfson, and the vocalist is Lenny Zakatek. Again, forgive that pronunciation, I'm not sure I got that right. I am going to link a video below of him recording this song so you can go on over and check that out. I think you'll really enjoy this piece of music if you've not heard it before. I'm also going to put a link to the whole album in there. So please, take an opportunity and go listen to the whole album if you enjoy the song, because if you enjoy that song, you're going to love the whole album. All right, back to the actual layout here. I'm going to take this web now that has some shiny spots to it with that silver embossing, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to this black Polkadot paper. That design happens to be from Polkadoodles if you're interested. Now, this digi stamp. First off, I cut it in with my Cricut from Cricut Design Space, and then I did the outlines of it also there by using the offset feature. The name of this sweet little digi stamp is Heart Clown, and it is from Digi Stamp Atelier. My apologies to anyone who speaks French. I looked up how to pronounce this and I think I got it close, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I actually went in search of this particular digi for this page. I wanted a clown, but I wanted a child, and I wanted something that was sad, and I wanted, there was so much I wanted in this digi, and I went searching and searching and searching. And I had worked with this stamp company before at one of the challenge blogs where I'm on the team. And I remembered this particular artist. And so I went over to her site and there was Heart Clown. And this little image was just so sweet and so perfect. So sweet and so perfect because when you think about turn of a friendly card and you think about gambling and you think about, all of the fakeness of it all, and you think about the, circus and how so much of that is sort of a facade. And then the three monkeys with the, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. And then, the rabbits coming out of the magic hats and all of that. This digi just seemed perfect to me for this page. So I had to have her. Or him. I suppose it could be a little boy. All right, back to the page here. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this into my brand new journal. Very first thing to be stuck in there. So there it is. And you can see that I didn't bother to glue down each little section of the web because I knew that once I put all the pieces in, that was going to hold it down. I didn't need to do that. So I've chosen the King and the Queen, which are both face cards. And I've added a black two of clubs here. I don't know anything about gambling, but I know this wouldn't win. So no winners, no winners. Someone can correct me down below in the comments section if you want to. All right, so I'm bringing in some black thread here, and I'm just going to rip off a bunch of that and wad it up in my hands. And then I will stick that underneath my little clown. And then I will eventually glue that into place. I'm going to come in with a little bit of red thread and do the very same thing. And that's going to go underneath the cards at the top. Decided to bring a little white with black polka dot flower in, and later on I'll be adding a gem to that. So here I'm simply going to put all the pieces together and adhere it all into the book. On this particular layout, I did not research what this song was intended to be about or anything like that. You can get online and you can do all of that. You can read about, why the composer wrote what they did or if they intended some special meaning. Some songwriters will not tell you why. And I personally sort of like that because music is very individual. And I think it's best that we get to hear the song and let it suit our needs. So I think, especially for art journaling, that's fun because we get to do with it what we want. Now, Turn of a Friendly Card, I will say the album sort of does tell a musical story. So, there's a lot in there about gambling and such. So there's, there is a story there, but I sort of took it in a different direction also. And that's the great thing about music is you can take it for face value, or you can art journal what it means to you, or you can do a combination of the two. And that's what's fun about journaling music, I think. All right, I'm moving over to the left-hand side of the journal. And this particular pattern just happened to be in Cricut Design Space. and it's supposed to be like a playing card, and I just made it big so it could be the backdrop for my page. So I printed it and I cut it, and then now I decided I just wanted to add some script. So again, I did some embossing just to add some shimmer and shine to this, as if someone had been leaving notes on this card. So I decided it would be fun artistically to add a little something around the side here. And I am going to talk about this embossing. I'm taking a little bit of this silver, and again, I'm trying not to hit all of the edges. I'm trying very hard not to hit all of the edges, but to leave some of it white, because I'm going to come in with a second color. And you'll see here I'm reaching into my box of colors and I'm pulling out a red. And again, I'm just going to go around some of those white areas where I missed it with the silver. And I'm going to shake off the excess. And now I'm going to have silver and red around that edge. Obviously, I have a color motif going on here of black and white and red, or cream. I've got, whites and creams both in this. All right, and grays, obviously. Now, I've come in with my ticket, and I went ahead and inked around the edge of the bottom gray part that's sort of acting as a shadow. And I'm putting in these broken hearts, sort of a symbol again, to go above and below my song lyrics. I think these are great lyrics, wonderful lyrics. I'm impressed with not only the music, but all of the lyrics on this album. They're just really good. Now this red is actually an envelope that someone had sent, and I really, really loved the color. So it was Christmas, and I thought, oh, that'd be perfect. So I've sort of recycled this envelope and cut these broken hearts from this red. And it's the same red that I used on the right side underneath little heart clown. I'm just going to add some gems here. I had a little trouble deciding if I wanted to use black or red. Obviously the red was going to show up much better, so I opted for these little red gems. I just used 3 of them and just stuck them around the page. I used some double-sided tape and went around the edges of my page and then added some glue, and now I'm going to place that in and do my best to line it up with the page on the right side of my layout. And I'm just going to pat that in carefully. Now it's time to just add some little finishing touches. I'm going to add this red feather. Again, just a little bit of something different, different sort of fiber in there, a little texture. And now finally the finishing touch. I needed to find a very little itty bitty sparkle just to make a little tear for my clown. So I pulled it off this big flourish, off one of the little ends of it, and stuck that right in there. And now my page is complete. Hey, thanks for joining me today. This was a really fun layout to do. It was a great experience getting to do this as I listened to one of my favorite songs. So I encourage you to give this a try if you enjoy music and you enjoy journaling. Let me know what you think of this, and I'll be sharing. I have a couple more layouts ready to roll here, so I'll be sharing some more in the near future. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.